Hey guys and welcome. In today's video I wanted to go over 5 things that you probably didn't know about Battlefield 2042 when playing the beta, and things you can do which again might blow your mind, and things that you may think, geez, I did not even know that was a thing. And for me, a lot of these things I've only just realized and I've only just tried out myself, so again a bit of a learning curve for me as well, but I wanted to relay a couple of those things onto you guys because some are really helpful and some are just straight up awesome and cool. So anyway guys, drop a like on today's video, it'd be much appreciated. It helps with the video out there as well. And if you guys are brand new around here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, get involved with all the content and everything that goes on. Again, loads of videos, daily videos, maybe even 2 per day sometimes, about all of the new FPS, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Halo content. You do not want to miss it. Okay, so going on to the first one out of the 5. As you probably already know, and you've probably already witnessed from playing the game, that when you use a weapon in the game, doesn't matter if it's a sniper rifle, an assault rifle, an SMG, an LMG, your ammo runs out extremely fast. Now, this is a big problem in 2042, and I mentioned it in a video that I did yesterday, that in 2 gunfights, you've effectively depleted your entire ammo capacity. Now, I'm not asking for unlimited ammo in the game, but of course, it's a big problem. It means that you've got to essentially choose this ammo bag over anything like armor or a C5 or anything like that, which again is a bit of a problem if you're more of a rushy player, or if you just want to have a bit of fun with the C5. You can't do that because you're always going to be worried about how much ammo or lack of ammo that you've got. That's why this little trick is going to help a lot. As you know, you've got like a weapon wheel. I can't remember the exact term for it, but if you hold LB or L1 on the PlayStation or Xbox, it will showcase all of the attachments that you can change and put on your weapon at any given time in that game. Now, for the assault rifles, you've got 3 different ammo types. One of them is your normal, one of them is more of a close quarter ammo type, and the other one will be an AP round or something along those lines. However, some may only have 2 ammo mags you can choose and customize from. Once you've depleted your ammo in one of those ammo mags, you can actually change to the second one, and it's a completely different magazine type. Therefore, the bullets are completely different to the ones you used previously, which essentially means you've got 3 different chances and 3 different times of full mags. I didn't know this until the other day, and it's helped so much. If I'm rushing into a gunfight using 1 set of magazines and I'm completely out of ammo, instead of trying to find bodies or worrying about spawning in with an ammo crate, I can change to my second ammo type and it gives me a full mag. Now, of course, these are not going to be ridiculously overpowered in terms of you're not going to have almost unlimited ammo, because it does run out fairly quickly on the other 2 as well. And again, that's leading into the ammo problem, and the ammo capacity that you are given at the start of the game, for me, it's not enough. However, using this method for the time being really does allow you to play a little bit more aggressively, rushing that little bit more, and essentially allows you to not worry about ammo as much as you were previously. Go try it out, guys. Let me know what you think down below. I thought it was a cool feature, so I'm going to put it in this video. Number 2. Now, this one absolutely blew my mind yesterday. There are different types of flight modes on some of the vehicles, preferably the air vehicles. Now, of course, when you are spawning in on the right-hand side of Orbital, you will unlock things like the Osprey gunner and, of course, the jet. On the left-hand side, you unlock the jet. I don't know if you get the Osprey on the left-hand side. I think it may be something slightly different, but I'm going to use the Osprey and the jet for the flight vehicle example in this case. On the Osprey and the jet, you have something called a flight mode, which allows you to essentially change the way the vehicle moves. So with the Osprey gunner, when you use it, and for the first day of me using it, I thought, man, this thing is really damn slow. But then I discovered this flight mode, and it essentially moves the propellers or the jet engines on it this way and allows you to just send it forward. Like, it's honestly so sick. It's probably the same speed, if not a bit faster than a jet fighter. It's absolutely crazy. And this is the same thing with a jet as well, but essentially the other way around. So with a jet, obviously it's ridiculously fast. You can be really agile with it and do like the different flips, little tricks and things like that. It's really cool, and it's really fast. But if you wanted to adjust the flight mode on the jet, you could adjust it and it will stay in one spot, and you could essentially look over one position, control a position, change the flight mode and zoom off, get your health back, come back, do it again. Man, I really love what Battlefield and DICE have done with this as well, and experimenting with different flight modes. I think this is really sick, and I'll be really interested as well to see what the flight modes are going to be in the game when it releases fully. But this doesn't just stop at air vehicles. Other vehicles in the game, of course, have this as well. They're not as prominent, but they are there. For example, in helicopters, you have something called assisted flight, where if you click down the left stick, I think, which is sort of the movement stick, then I think it will assist you and make flying a bit easier for you. Again, it's something you can also put on in the settings, but again, for helicopters and things like that, that is also a really cool feature to do. So essentially, you don't have to be actual pilot with a pilot license to be able to figure out how to fly one of these things. So again, it does help quite a bit there. And of course, on vehicles as well, you've got quad bikes, you've got the Jeeps, the electric Jeeps, and of course, you've got the actual vehicles you can spawn in. A lot of these have different modes that you can boost, which I didn't know about either. If you hold the button down, your vehicle actually goes faster. But yeah, pretty cool, because a lot of the ground vehicles feel quite sluggish on this game, and of course, that's the way to get around it. Now, I haven't tried this out on the tanks, but I presume there wouldn't be anything on the tank that's going to make it turn into a transformer or anything like that. I think the tank will just be, again, it won't go any faster or anything like that. Maybe there's a bit of a boost feature on the tank, which which is a periodic boost. But again, I haven't tried it out too much. But again, they're the main ones in the game anyway. Number 3, you can strap C5s onto drones and your robot dog and send them into gunfights and get kills with them. It's super, super fun. I was doing this yesterday with my friend Tom. We were just absolutely killing it. We were just putting loads of C4s on our drones, sending them in the sky and blowing up helicopters, tanks, people, anything that we could see really. And it was a lot of fun. It was really, really cool. And this is the same with robot dogs. I can never remember the actual name of those things. But yeah, you can actually throw the C5s on these robot dogs and just send them into battle, and they will try and find and shoot people. And then when they get close enough, you can blow it up. The best thing to do in this scenario though is to get a teammate to throw your C5s on these pieces of equipment, whether it's a drone or a robot dog, for the reason being that it won't cause damage to your equipment because it's a teammate. Whereas if you do it, I think it will actually destroy the piece of equipment, so it may not be as effective. So if your friend has a drone, put your C5 on a drone, send it over to a helicopter or something and blow it up, and of course it will work and the drone will still be alive. Same with the robot dog. If you do that, then yeah, it's a lot of fun, guys. Go try it out. You may not have known you could do it, but yeah, really, really, really cool. Number 4. Now this one I only just really found out. I did see it in the bottom of my screen, but I never really figured out what it was until yesterday. Now, the big building in Orbital, I was on top of there and I seen someone had a vehicle or a tank on that building. So I thought, how did they get that there? Then I realized in the bottom left of your screen, you have a thing, an option or a prompt to press both of your triggers in. So L1 or R1 or LB and RB, and you'll bring up a menu. This menu will then give you the option to call in a robot dog or to call in different tanks or actual vehicles like jeeps or trucks. Now, you can call those in any part of the map, and you can call them in on top of this building, which yeah, is a lot of fun, by the way. I urge you to go try this. But again, this is a really cool feature that essentially it's not like a kill streak, but I think if you I think it is time based, where essentially if you wait a specific amount of time without calling one in, you can actually just call a tank into your location as you are. And then obviously I think it's every 45 seconds to a minute you can call in a robot dog, which is really, really cool. But I don't actually think a lot of people know this option is there, because it doesn't prompt you to do this in the menus. It doesn't prompt you to do this when you're actually in game. I think there's a little bit of an auto prompt when you're loading into the game, but who really looks at stuff like that? Do you know what I mean? So it's really, really cool. I really urge you guys to go try this out. And if you don't know about it already, and yeah, you can actually call robot dogs in and things like that whenever you want to, as long as the cooldown is there. So go on top of that building, call in a jeep and C4 yourself off. It's a lot of fun. I was doing it yesterday, but yeah, maybe something you didn't know. And then of course, number 5. Now number 5, this one is one that you may know. I'd be very surprised if you didn't know, but I was speaking to a couple of people yesterday and they didn't actually know that this was a thing. So I thought I'd add this into the video just for everyone's benefit, just in case really. When parachuting in Battlefield 2042, it is extremely slow. Very, very slow in fact. And when you do try to maneuver left, right, forward or backwards, it can be quite difficult to avoid bullets because of how slow you are. However, if you press down the left stick on your controller, I'm not too sure what it is on PC, you put your weapon away and you hold the parachute strings and you can essentially really move yourself left, right, forward or back. Much better way of moving around on the map as well, and it gets you from A to B much, much faster. If you then decide after that you wanted to pull out your weapon, you can actually just do that by aiming in and your weapon will come back out whilst you're parachuting, and you can challenge if you're getting shot at or anything like that. You can actually cut your parachute as well and make you fall a lot faster like you would in Warzone from the plane. And then of course you can pull your parachute again. So parachute pulls are actually unlimited on this as well, and of course you can do maneuver pretty much however you want to in the air as well. So I thought I'd add that in there as well, just in case you guys didn't know about it. And why not? I'll add a bonus one in at the end. This one isn't really a trick or a tip. This is just something that I didn't know until like earlier on today. It's in terms of actually going on top of the rocket. Now there's actually a big staircase behind the rocket which allows you to climb all the way up to the top and basically go to the cone of the rocket at the very top. Now I didn't know about this until yesterday or early on this morning, and yeah, I was doing it all this morning, trying to go to the top, wait till the rocket launches, try and grapple onto the top and things like that. It was a lot of fun. We actually managed to do it, and I'll put a clip on screen right now of me doing that, but I wanted to throw it in the end because a lot of people probably don't know that there is a bit at the back of the map where you can actually get to the top of the rocket. Unless you are flying a helicopter around there, it's probably something that you've not really spotted, and for me, not going really towards the back of it that much, it was something I didn't really know too much about either. So again, I'll put that in there, and again, let you guys know about that. So I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know down below what you think of Battlefield 2042. I did a video the other day going into my essentially good, bad and ugly about the game. It's doing quite well at the moment, and a lot of you guys seem to share the same thoughts and opinions that I have as well about the game being very buggy, very laggy. People think that a delay is potentially needed with the game and things along those lines. So I just want you guys to let me know in the comments down below what you think of the game. I'd be really interested to know. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed today's video, guys. Drop a like if you have, subscribe if you are brand new, to get involved with the channel, would be much appreciated. And if you guys want to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest Battlefield information, then of course ring that notification bell to be notified when a video does go live. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. See you in the next one.